from the heart. I never once called nobody no on planet Earth for no protection. Because I don't fear no man.
What's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so man, ever since this morning, things have been going crazy again in the Quando, Rondo, 4K Trey, NBA Youngboy, and all them side of the game, man. Because something unexpected happened this morning. Now, the Breakfast Club had on Big U and Bimmy. Now, there's I want to say it's like I guess it's a documentary, man. It's like a docu-series because it's chopped in parts, but it's about old school hip hop influencers in the game. You got Deb Apney, you got Bimmy, who's her brother. You've got, people like Haitian Jack, and you got Big U. And they talk about the street influence and their influence in the hip hop game. So Bimmy and Big U were on the Breakfast Club talking about the show, and it's widely successful. A lot of people have been talking about it. They've talked to Nori, they've talked to a lot of folks. And the subject of Quando, Rondo, the streets, and youngsters came up. And Big U jumped all on it. And I wish I could play the Breakfast Club stuff, their videos and stuff, but I can't. But what I can play you is Quando Rondo's response. Now, he's responded 3 times since this thing dropped because a lot of people were in his mentions, I'm assuming, talking about Big U saying that Quando Rondo was reaching out to him for help. Now, I'm going to put all this together and give you the specifics, but do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Quando Rondo, Big U, in this whole situation, man. And this is going crazy, I'm telling you. Okay, so Big U was on the Breakfast Club, as I mentioned before. And he basically told Charlamagne, Envy, and, Angela Yee and the crew that Quando Rondo reached out to him for help because of the situation that he's in. Now, for those of you who have been lost or under a rock, Quando Rondo is directly involved in the situation that took place with King Von back in November, right? He has been at odds on social media and music videos or whatever with Lil Durk and all those cats, man. I'm talking about Lil Durk, Fredo Bang. It's a big clicking up in the rap game as far as the young cats are concerned, especially the young street dudes. You got, on one side, you got 4K Trey, which is Quando Rondo, NBA Youngboy. You got Herm over there. You got Big B, and you got those cats, man. Mostly consists of folks and rappers from Baton Rouge, right? Then you've got the whole Lil Durk side of things, which is mostly, Lil Durk's crew, folks from OTF. And then you've got people from there who are like Pooh Shiesty. That's why you have a lot of drama with Pooh Shiesty's song with Yaya Mayweather, who happens to be NBA Youngboy's, baby mom. But man, I don't want to dig too deep on all that. It's just there's a big division, right? And Quando Rondo is on one side, and Lil Durk, King Von, Fredo Bang, and all of them are on another side. And Pooh Shiesty, right? Okay, so Quando Rondo is in a situation where he doesn't have many allies outside of 4K Trey in the hip hop game. Now, they've been clicking up on that side too, because you had Billy Black, who went on an interview with Adam 22 from No Jumper and basically let it be known that, hey man, Herm done reached out to him and the folks on the FBG Duck side of the game, and they clicking up as well. So it's this division in rap as far as the young street cats. That is, it's interesting to say the least, man. And I'm wondering how it's going to pan out. Hopefully it's just walls that they build that won't lead to any type of craziness. I mean, we actually made it through the whole NBA All-Star weekend with not an issue, but Quando Rondo wasn't even at the NBA All-Star game. And I'll touch on that in a little bit. But Big U alluded to the fact that Quando reached out for help. Now, Quando Rondo allegedly claims something that Big U is pretty much the chief top dog at, you know what I mean? And from LA, I'm talking about, there was an LA Times article about, what Big U is a part of. And I know you guys are going to be like, well, just say, no, I don't mention the actual alleged street organizations because I don't know if anybody's tied to anything like that. So, but allegedly, that's what he claims. And that organization allegedly is humongous. And also Nipsey Hussle was under that umbrella, corrupt, was under that umbrella. A lot of huge rappers. Now, they talked about extortion and they talked about a lot of different things, but when they brought up Quando Rondo, man, the news went crazy. Everybody was talking about it, and Quando Rondo probably got fed up because he took to social media and he dropped this video I'm about to play right now in a response to saying that he never reached out to anybody for protection. He was reaching out because he wanted to work on cleaning up his image and basically working on, his social, his community activism and things of that nature.
I'm gonna go ahead and clear it up before y'all even get to saying something like this. Cause first of all, when I hit Unc up, when I hit the big homie up, I was calling that man on like this. Cause I got a lot going on. I got a lot of going on out here. I know that Cuz is in a lane where Cuz got a lot of cherry going on. Cuz just got a lot of positive going on. You feel me? Which my team was hitting up a lot of more people, like a lot of people, like we've been just calling around everywhere. Like, man, it's time for me to start giving back. It's time for me to start straightening my face, politics wise. You feel me? It's time for me to leave the streets and just play my role with this internet. No, I was not trying to give back just to have a good face card. I was just trying to get back from the heart. I never once called nobody on planet Earth for no protection. Because I don't fear no man. Why would I wait to get and run to the hood? I ain't even that type of God. Ain't no man put fear in me. Killers get killed every day, as you can see. I ain't worrying about no nothing. Put fear in me. That man already written, cuz like this, I'm gonna die like this, die like that, I'm gonna die like that. You ain't running from this. Would come with. I ain't never called no man for protection. I never called nobody and said, I need this, I need that. Anybody that I ever called, I called like, how can I help? How can I do this? How can I do that? I never called no person on planet Earth for protection. That's just how it is. If a want me to claim, oh man, so be it.
As you heard in that video, Quando Rondo's own response was that no, he was not looking for any type of protection from Big U and them, and he ended it with saying that, hey, if they don't want him to claim what he's been claiming or, fly that flag anymore, he's happy not to do so. Now, that's the first time I've ever heard somebody say something like that, so it's interesting to say the least, right? But he wasn't done there. He actually dropped another video because a lot of people were already responding to his first video. And in this, he said this right here.
I ain't even about to do that, cuz. Man, and then on top of that, cuz I ain't the richest man in the world. I'm not saying that. But I got real paper. Like, on some. Like, before I call another man for some protection, I'm gonna pay security guards. What the I ain't even about to do that, cuz it's just me and my family. Everybody around me, family. I know what everybody around me gonna do. I ain't never been. But before my daughter grow up and hear her daddy was she'll grow up without a daddy. And that just, y'all folks do anything to down. Y'all folks situation. Y'all folks don't got going on, cuz half y'all folks are panic. Y'all been in my shoes.
Okay, so you heard what Quando Rondo said right there, and he talked about his current situation and why he did not reach out for any type of protection or anything like that. Now, what I think personally about this whole protection thing when it comes to rap artists, it seems like a racket, man. It seems like people are basically, what do they call it? What's the expression for that, man? When you actually, you almost threaten somebody, extortion. It feels like extortion, man. It feels like somebody's extorting these artists sometimes just so they can wave whatever flag and claim whatever they can on the music, right? And it seems like Quando Rondo is trying to prevent people from having, thinking that he's trying to do that and trying to combat the fact that folks don't actually know what's going on with him. Now, I get a lot of flack all the time in the comment section because everybody always says that I'm on Lil Durk and them side of things when this goes down, and I'm always on King Von's side because I did all those King Von videos before he passed away or whatever. But I was always talking about Quando, Rondo, and them too. And I've done 2 videos ever since the situation, where I agree with Quando Rondo. And on this clip right here, the last clip I played, I agree with Quando Rondo in this situation, man. Like, he's got an interesting path in the game now. He's in a situation where he's got to navigate to where, people are potentially going to be trying to take his life. To say it on a song and for that to be real life and you're out here getting money is a weird situation. Like, let's take the NBA All-Star game or NBA All-Star weekend, right? I peruse through social media and I look at everybody's profiles and everything. They go live. I sit there and I watch it, And while everybody else was doing their thing on Saturday night and posting from clubs and stuff, Quando Rondo, who's from Georgia, and probably his main market used to be Atlanta, or probably still is Atlanta, should have probably been out there getting a big bag like everybody else. And instead, he was at home on social media, going live, just sticking to himself instead of in Atlanta getting a bag. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that. There's potential danger there. Then, it might be a risk for club owners just to book him. So it's a weird situation that he's in. So I kind of understand what he's saying in that second clip there. But I don't know, man. Big U doesn't seem like the type of person that would lie just to be lying. And he's got a lot going on, man. People have reached out to Big U in the past for help in different situations, be it no matter what side they were on. And he's helped people like Trippie Redd and all sorts of folks, man. So it's not just one-sided with him. But in this situation, I don't know who to believe, man. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Big U is being honest, saying that Quando Rondo reached out for protection? Or is Quando Rondo covering it up now by just trying to say he was reaching out just so he can get down with the social activism and stuff like that? Or is it possible that Quando Rondo didn't reach out and he really was trying to, clean up his image a little bit because of everything that went down, and Big U, misspoke while he was in that interview. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.